Hello, everybody, and welcome to another classified versus vintage or vintage versus classified comparison video. Today, we're going to take a quick look at the Dreadnok buzzer. I'm spacing out right now, so the names aren't coming to me right now, but we have the Dreadnok buzzer. If you watched my review on it, you'll know Buzzer is one of my favorite of the Dreadnoks, so I was very happy to have him. And yeah, I'm still very happy with the figure and, sort of the transition we see from the vintage to this version or modern version. Starting off with accessories, I don't have any for the vintage counterpart, so I will put up a picture of those up, after recording, and editing and whatnot. But I do believe he had a gas tank for a back piece, I believe, and he did have a sort of a chainsaw gun or something like that. Again, I don't remember what he came with, but I will put pictures up of what those accessories were. But yeah, since we don't have accessories, it's really, hard to compare. But, Classified came with a chainsaw, a bat with buzzsaws at the end, sort of mace with some sort of scythe here at the end, chained up. And then he does come with removable knife there and a removable pistol here. So that's always very fun to have. Yeah, people complained that we didn't get that gas tank with buzzer here, and honestly, I'm not too upset about it. Sure, it's always nice to have extra accessories with your figures, but I was okay with, what they gave us, pistol, knife, and 3 different crazy looking bladed weapons, and of course the removable glasses, which I have at this point glued onto his head. Not the greatest job, but it does the job of keeping those on his face and whatnot. And I did customize mine to have a magnetic ponytail, so, he has more, dynamic posing with that. But other than that, let's get into, the minor details and see how we transition from the vintage to classified. Now, you guys do know I like to start with the bottom of the feet down here, or, the boots and whatnot. And so here we have the vintage counterpart. You have some sculpted detail and then some things here on the side looking, pretty plain but interesting. And for the classified, we do have those sort of circles here and in this inside as well. But we don't get those weird like lines or, it kind of looks like they're puffy boots. We don't get that, but you see where those circles are, kind of resembling these over here, and not exactly the same. This is supposed to resemble something else, but it's close enough. And you just get different other detail here in the boots. Now, I do believe these are reused from Destro, as well as the legs here, which is perfectly fine. I think they work. This mold, we have the knee pads here, which is nice. A little bit of an update because we don't have knee pads with the vintage one. We just have this padding going in front of the pants here. And then up here in the crotch, you do have that black piece there with the Dreadnok, or not the Dreadnok, or is it? It's just a skull and bones on the belt there, and it goes around very nicely. And here we do get that similar kind of padding, but the classified team has implemented that into the knife sheath and the holster, so it's all together. If the holster moves or the padding moves, it moves with the holster. So I think that's pretty neat. A little nice update to this sort of design. It's still kind of there. It's just implemented in a better way. And then you do get that nice skull and bones here with the new classified version. You don't get the nice little kind of I don't know, what would you call the small like bumps, you know, but we don't get that here with the classified version, which is a bit unfortunate. But you still have that crotch piece there, and then you do have sort of an updated belt where you have these sort of, you know, spiky belt, you know, going all the way around, which is very nice. And then here we do have a little bit of a difference. You have this sort of strap that, you know, goes into two separate, you know, little kind of string things there. And it doesn't really show it's attached to the belt here, but over here, the classified, you kind of have the strap going in, and it's supposed to be, you know, kind of attached to this belt here, you know, because you have this green piece there. And then, you know, it goes up through the shoulder, and then up back here, it connects back here. And on the back of this one, doesn't really show that it's connected. It's more implied that it goes underneath his pants as well as over here. And another interesting thing to note, just hit my camera, this one goes straight down, whereas this one goes all the way over here, you know, kind of across his back. And then you do have two little pouches there, which we do not see with the classified, but you do have a little bit of detail with the X there, and, you know, little sort of buttons there. So yeah, that's one difference going on there. Up here we have two grenades. I believe these are two grenades, whereas with the classified we have one grenade and one sort of smoke grenade. There again, a little bit of a X detail there on the strap. So yeah, little difference there. One grenade, one smoke grenade, two grenades on this side. Although this top one does seem to look a little different, so yeah, maybe they got it right. Maybe that is a smoke grenade, and, you know, it just looks better on the classified version. Going further, we do have a tattoo, and mine is unfortunately faded, so, you know, can't really compare them. But if it's supposed to be this sort of similar symbol, then they did a good job with the classified, you know, getting that detail in there. I will look for a clearer, you know, picture for, you know, the vintage tattoo and see how that looks. But yeah, for his hands, he doesn't really have any gloves. The classified gave him gloves, and it's also using those same hands that came with the Crimson Twins. But yeah, that is added on with the classified version, as well as this sort of bracelet piece here on the wrist. And then on this side, they give him a watch and, you know, a thicker bracelet, which on the vintage, yeah, he doesn't really have a watch. It's just sort of a bracelet there. You can see how it just sort of connects there. Chest or torso wise, we do have his dog tags here, and we see him here as well. And then we have the sheriff star on the classified. This one's like a more golden color, and then our vintage one had a silver color. And then he had another pin up here, which is not present in the classified version, unfortunately. So I'm not sure what this top one signifies. But yeah, that is missing on the classified. No real chest hair for Buzzer on the vintage one. But I do like the sculpt, you know, kind of a messy shirt and whatnot, which we don't really see with the classified, other than, you know, his open chest and, you know, having hair there. But other than that, he's very neatly dressed compared to our vintage counterpart. And then lastly, we do get into the head sculpts, which, you know, going from vintage to classified, obviously we're gonna have more detail with the classified, but they kind of got that expression in there. You know, he's kind of showing his teeth, Would have been nice if we had another pair of glasses that more resemble these, more squared ones, you know, just more vintage looking. But you know, I'm fine with these glasses here. And then they did get his, you know, blonde hair, very yellow hair, right. And then mine is magnetized now, so it will fall. But you can see there, Classified has its ponytail as well as the vintage one. The vintage doesn't have any color for that sort of, you know, band holding his hair in the ponytail. And it's nice that Classified give him, you know, a little bit of paint there to symbolize that, you know. So there's the comparisons from the heads and the entire body. And I think that will mostly do it for this comparison video. Been very slow with, you know, recording videos and whatnot. Been very busy, and you know, life can get a little stressful and whatnot, but that does it for this comparison. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about Buzzer. Did they do a good job, you know, transitioning from vintage to Classified? I think they did a good job. Yeah, there's a few details that are missing or that were changed, but it's close enough to the vintage, and it's a nice, you know, upgrade to the vintage as well. So I'm satisfied with the Classified Buzzer, and obviously I do love the vintage one. But let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a future video.